You're about to hear something that could change your life forever. Something so big, so powerful, that it will make you see your purpose in a completely new way. Imagine this: you, an ordinary person, receiving a superpower directly from God. It's not something distant. It's not something impossible. It's something that is about to happen, and you were chosen for it. Now stop everything you're doing and pay attention. Your wait is over. What God has prepared for you is about to manifest. The power He is going to pour upon you tonight will transform your life in the blink of an eye. Are you ready for this? If you feel that you are being called to something greater, if your soul cries out for more, if you've ever felt different from others, it's because you are. And tonight, God is going to reveal why. But for that, you must open yourself to this power. Let your heart connect with the truth that is about to be revealed. What God is going to give you will be so strong, so unshakable, that nothing will be able to stop you. Chosen, you are about to understand something that many will never even begin to comprehend. This moment, this feeling you have, is the key to the radical change you've always desired. If you've made it this far, if you are hearing these words, it's because you are about to experience something that few have the privilege to experience. I want you to pay close attention to what is about to be revealed. What God is about to do in your life, my friend, is not something small. It is not something anyone can experience. He chose you for something greater, something that will not only transform your life, but also the lives of those around you. Now you might ask yourself, why me? Why now? The answer is simple and at the same time grand. You were chosen to be a channel of transformation. You are here because your soul, from the very beginning, was marked by something grand, something that only you could fulfill. Maybe you never understood this until now. Maybe you felt lost, unsure of your purpose, as if you were drifting, waiting for something greater, something that would truly make sense. And that is exactly what is happening now. The moment you are living is the preparation for what God has for you. God does not make mistakes. He never makes mistakes. Everything you've lived through until now, all the battles you've faced, all the pains you've suffered, all the times you've felt abandoned or forgotten, have a purpose. These difficulties, these challenges, these afflictions have been shaping you for this moment. They have strengthened you, made you more resilient, more aware of your inner power. When you look back, you see only the struggles. But when God looks at you, He sees the chosen one, who, after all the tests, is ready to receive His blessing. Now is the moment of revelation. The superpower you are about to receive is not just any power. It is not something you can see with human eyes, but something much deeper, something that transcends physical reality. This superpower comes directly from God. He will give you a supernatural vision, a divine wisdom that goes beyond human understanding. You will be guided by a greater force, something that will give you the courage to do the impossible, to go beyond the limits you once believed you had. Have you felt this presence in your life? Have you felt that there is something greater, something divine pushing you forward, giving you strength to keep going when everything seems lost? This is the first sign that you are being prepared for something grand. But what you need to understand now, dear chosen one, is that this power does not come from an external place. It is within you. It has always been there. From the moment you were conceived, God placed within you a divine spark, a force that, until now, you may not have fully recognized. This force, this power, is the key to your destiny. And at this moment, God is activating that spark within you. He is connecting you to something greater than anything you've ever known. You will no longer live as you did before. The difficulties that once seemed impossible to overcome will begin to seem small in the face of this new vision. God will open your eyes so you can see the world and your life in a completely new way. What once seemed like an insurmountable mountain will now be just a small obstacle in the face of the power you will carry. You will become a stronger, more determined, more capable being. Nothing will be able to stop you. Your self-confidence will be restored because now you have in your hands the greatest of powers, the power of God. But be aware, chosen one, this power is not given to everyone. And it is not just for your personal benefit. God will give you this superpower so that you can fulfill a greater purpose, something that will impact the lives of others. This power will propel you toward a destiny you never thought possible. God chose you to be a light in a world that often seems lost. You are not here by chance. You did not go through everything you went through by simple luck. Everything was a test, a preparation for the moment that is now beginning. And what you do with this power will be crucial, not just for your life, but for the lives of many others. If you feel in your heart a fire burning, a certainty that something more is waiting for you, it is because God is already working in your life. He has not only chosen you, He is preparing you to be a tool of change, to be someone who will impact the world in a unique way. The mission He has for you will place you on a path of fulfillment, of success, but also of challenges. Because with great power comes great responsibility. But I know you are ready. I know that within you is the strength necessary to face any obstacle that comes your way. Now, you must ask yourself, how can I access this power? The answer lies in your faith. Faith is the channel through which you will receive this divine energy. Faith is not just believing in something you cannot see. Faith is trusting the process, believing that even when things seem to make no sense, God is working in your favor. Faith is the key to unlocking the strength that lies within you. And the more you trust, the more you open yourself to divine action, the more this power will manifest in your life. Faith is like the light that illuminates the way in the dark. Without it, you wouldn't be able to see the truth that God has prepared for you. Chosen, the life you've always dreamed of is closer than ever. You no longer need to worry about the future because God is already ahead of you. He has already prepared the way, and now it is up to you to walk with faith and confidence. There is no more doubt, no more fear. You were chosen for something grand, and this power, this superpower, will take you to places you never imagined. Now stop and reflect for a moment. What will you do with this power? How will you use the divine wisdom that God is going to grant you? I tell you, chosen one, use this power for good. Use it to help others. Use it to illuminate the paths of those who are still lost. Life is a divine gift, and now you have the key to transform yours and the lives of many others. Chosen, as you move forward on this path, something much grander than you can imagine is about to be revealed. You know, often, life's journey leads us to unexpected places, and during this walk, God shapes us, prepares us, refines us. The refining fire is never easy, but it is what purifies gold. When you look back, you may see a winding path full of obstacles and challenges. But everything you've lived through so far, every pain, every struggle, every moment of doubt, was serving a greater purpose. You were being refined. The first thing you need to understand, chosen one, is that you are not alone in this process. The strength of God, which has been deposited in you, is incomparable. And, contrary to what many may think, this power is not something you receive only in extraordinary moments. This power is already in you. From the moment God created you, He placed within you a divine spark, a supernatural ability to transform your reality. What is happening now is that this divine energy is about to intensify. It is about to be released in a way you never imagined. And no, you won't need physical superpowers or special skills. What you will truly need is a heart ready to trust. Did you know that the power God has for you is not something you can see or measure with human eyes? God is offering you the ability to create your own reality. He granted you free will so that, with His guidance, you can make decisions that will not only shape your destiny, but also the destiny of those around you. You are no longer a victim of circumstances. You are the creator of your own story. And this superpower that is about to be released will open doors that seemed locked forever. When you begin to truly trust in the power that is inside of you, the limitations that once seemed insurmountable will begin to disappear. You will realize that with God's divine strength operating in your life, there are no limits. No matter what the world says, no matter what others think, you were called for a greater purpose, and nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop you from achieving it. No matter the falls, the failures, or the moments when you doubted yourself, what God has for you is far greater than the mistakes of the past. And don't think for a second that this power is something selfish or individual. What God gives you, He also wants you to share. The greatest way for you to honor this superpower being poured over you is to use it for good, to transform lives. Imagine, for a moment, if you were able to heal the emotional wounds of those around you, to bring light where there is darkness, to give hope where there is despair. You were not chosen to keep this power just for yourself. You were chosen to be a beacon, to be an example of faith, strength, and courage. The superpower you carry goes beyond what you can perceive right now. But as you begin to live according to God's plan for your life, you will see how He will use you to impact the world in a unique way. You may be asking yourself right now, but how will I know what my purpose is? How will I know what God wants from me? The answer lies in your connection with Him. It is not something distant, nor something complicated. All you need to do is open your heart, seek His presence, pray, meditate, and above all, trust. When you align with the divine plan, everything that seemed uncertain begins to make sense. God will place clear signs before you, doors that open when you least expect, opportunities that once seemed impossible. The direction of His divine hand will be more evident than ever. Chosen one, you may even feel lost or confused at this moment, but that is just part of the process. This period of silence in your life, where the answers seem to not come and the paths seem unclear, is when God works in you in the deepest way. He strengthens you. He prepares you. Because He knows you have a mission. He knows that now, with the power He will release over you, you will be able to fulfill that mission. He loves you so much that he will not let you lose focus. Believe me, even when you don't see, he is guiding you. Even when you feel alone, he is with you. But what you need to understand is that God's power is not an impersonal force that falls on everyone equally. It is something unique, something that adapts to your journey and your purpose. The superpower you are about to receive will be exclusive to what you were called to do. You may not know yet, but there is something inside of you that God planned since your creation. Something unique, something just for you. And as you begin to walk in faith, you will begin to understand what this power can accomplish. You will not be the same after this. You will be transformed into something much stronger, much grander than you ever imagined possible. Each of us has a unique mission. For you, it may be to lead, it may be to heal, it may be to teach. It may simply be to be a beacon of hope for those around you. It doesn't matter what the mission is. What matters is that it is divine, and you were chosen to fulfill it. You were not made to live in mediocrity, to follow the flow of life without questioning. No, God created you for something grand, for something that will leave an eternal legacy. And for that to happen, you need to trust in this divine power. You need to trust that with Him, all things are possible. Yes, you may have fear, you may have doubts, but remember, God does not choose the perfect. He chooses those who have the courage to believe in Him, those who are willing to take a step toward their purpose, even when they don't know what lies ahead. Because it is in the unknown that He acts with the greatest strength. When you begin to open yourself up to this power, you will realize that your life will never be the same. Fear will dissipate. Insecurity will disappear. You will live with confidence, with courage, knowing that even in adversity, you have a greater power by your side. This power will transform your life, but it will also transform the lives of many others. Wherever you go, you will spread this light. It will be like a flame that spreads, touching everything around you. Now choose to live in this power. Choose not to settle for mediocrity. Choose to embrace your true identity, the identity of someone chosen by God to do great things. There are no limits to what you can achieve with divine strength by your side. Chosen, what is about to happen to you is not a mere coincidence. I know that perhaps for a long time you have felt lost, as if you were going back and forth without knowing the true purpose of your life. It may be that you've looked in the mirror and thought, I'm just another person in this world. I'm nobody special. But I'm here to remind you that you are special. From the moment of your creation, God prepared you for a grand destiny. And now, the time has come to understand and live the fullness of that destiny. When God chooses someone, He doesn't choose based on appearance, social status, or current circumstances. He chooses based on inner strength, on a heart willing to trust and follow the divine path, even without knowing where it will lead. And that is what you have inside of you, chosen one. An unshakable strength that, even in your moments of weakness, has never disappeared. When you looked in the mirror and saw nothing extraordinary, God was there, in your heart, waiting for the right moment to reveal the power He placed within you. Now you are reaching a point of transformation. God didn't place you in this world to live a mediocre life. He didn't call you to be just another face in the crowd. No, He chose you to be a beacon of light in a world that is sinking in darkness. You are more than you can imagine, and the divine power that is about to manifest in your life will reveal this in ways you never dreamed possible. The superpower that God will pour upon you is not a physical power, but something much deeper. It comes with the strength of faith, trust, and divine wisdom. When you connect with this power, it will be as if your spiritual eyes are opened, revealing a new world, a world where nothing is impossible. This power will not only transform your life, but will be an instrument of transformation for those around you. God does not give power without a purpose, and your purpose will manifest in ways that you can't even foresee right now. Imagine, for a moment, a current of divine energy flowing through you. Imagine that, with each step you take, this energy guides you, illuminates you, strengthens you. Imagine having the wisdom to make the right decisions, even in the hardest times. Imagine having the courage to pursue your dream, even when everything seems to be falling apart. This is God's superpower, and He is ready to release it over you. All you need to do is believe. The faith you have in God is the portal through which this power will flow. Believe me, when you start to truly trust in the divine plan, when you begin to surrender your life into God's hands, He will make the impossible happen. You will start to see doors open where there were once only walls. You will begin to feel stronger, more secure, more determined. The fear and doubt that once paralyzed you will be replaced by an unshakable confidence. It is important to understand, chosen one, that true strength does not come from within yourself. True strength comes from God. When you connect with Him, when you surrender to His plan, you become a channel for divine power. This power is not just for your personal fulfillment, but for you to fulfill the mission that God has prepared for you. You have a purpose, and that purpose will be revealed clearly as you open yourself to Him. Chosen one, the journey ahead of you will not be easy, but it will be more than worth it. You were not called to a life of comfort. God chose you to be a warrior, and a warrior needs to be forged. He goes through the fire, through the fight, through the pain, but emerges stronger, wiser, more prepared to conquer any battle that comes his way. God is preparing you for the battle of your life, and you will emerge victorious. He has already given you the armor. Now He will give you the power to use it. When you realize the power that God has placed in your hands, you will no longer be the same person. The limitations that once existed in your mind, that once held you back, will disappear. You will be able to reach your dreams and, more importantly, you will be able to help others reach theirs. There is no greater power than that which comes from God, and now you are about to unleash that power in your life. You may be wondering how all of this will happen. How will you perceive this transformation? The answer is simple. Each step you take in faith will be a step toward your transformation. When you begin to trust in God and follow His direction, you will see miracles happen. You will see impossible situations become possible. You will see doors open, a path being illuminated before you, everything happening in such a clear and supernatural way that you won't doubt. God is with you. The superpower that is coming to you is not something you can control. It is a force that will guide you and direct you to where you need to go. The only thing you need to do now is trust fully. Trust the process. Trust in God. When you take that step of faith, when you open your heart to divine power, you will feel the impact in your life. It will be as if a renewing energy is taking over you, restoring your hope, your strength, and your vision. And remember, chosen one, this power is not something you will use just for yourself. It is not about ego. It is not about personal conquest. This power is a tool for transformation. God gave you this power so that you impact the world around you. He gave you this power so that you can be an agent of change, to inspire others to trust, to have faith, to believe in the impossible. The world needs you, and the world needs this light that is now beginning to shine more brightly in your life. Do not underestimate the power of God operating within you. He can do great things through you. Your destiny is not limited by the circumstances you find yourself in now. No matter where you are or what you are facing, with God's power, you can go beyond. You can achieve anything He has for you. And this is just the beginning of the journey. Chosen one, you are no longer alone. God is with you, and He will take you to places you never imagined. This is the moment to take a step forward, to embrace the greatness He has prepared for you, the moment to awaken to the power that has always been within you. Now it's time to live as the chosen being you are. Now, chosen one, the crucial moment has arrived. The moment when you must make a decision. The moment when you need to affirm your faith and take the first step toward the transformation that God has prepared for you. I know the path ahead may seem uncertain, but remember, you are no longer alone. God is with you, and He will guide you every step of the way. Today, you have received a divine power. Today, you were reminded of the supernatural strength that dwells within you. The superpower that God is releasing over you will transform your life and the lives of those around you. The mission He has for you is not small. It is not temporary. You were chosen for an eternal purpose, and from now on, your life will never be the same. But for this to come to fruition, you need to take action. It's not enough to just believe. You must act, and act with faith, trust, and courage. No matter how many challenges will appear on the path, because God has already equipped you to face them. It doesn't matter how much you doubted yourself before. Doubt has been cast aside now, because you know who you are. You are God's chosen one. Someone with a greater purpose, someone with a glorious destiny. I want to challenge you now, chosen one. Take the next step. Don't wait any longer. Don't postpone what God has already prepared for you. The future is waiting for you. It is already drawn, and you have the keys to live it fully. All you need to do is start walking with faith. Start trusting in the divine plans. Start acting according to the power that is now within you. And here, at the end of this video, I make an invitation. Subscribe to the channel, because this is just the beginning of the journey. God has more revelations for you, more power to release, more blessings to pour out. Share this video with those who you know need to hear this message, and comment, Amen, if you are ready to live what God has prepared for you. I want you to connect with other chosen ones, those who are also ready to change their lives and fulfill their purpose. Now, if you felt that spark ignited within you, if you recognized yourself as part of the divine plan, it's time to take the first step. What you do now can change the course of your life. Don't be afraid to step into the unknown. You are not alone. God is with you. and He has never failed His chosen ones. And remember, the superpower you received is not something you use just for yourself, but for the transformation of the world around you. The change starts in you. The revolution starts now, and you are the key to it all. Chosen one, this is the moment to act. The time is now. Trust, believe, and live your purpose. God bless you, and until next time.